You just got back from Seattle and you were meeting with the youngest and the richest billionaires on our list.
Right.
What was that like?
Well, it was an interesting pairing. So a little bit on the backstory of how we got there.
Dustin Moskovitz.
Dustin Moskovitz and Bill Gates. So Dustin.
We wouldn't know which one is the richest one and which one is
Do
the
you?
newest one.
Do you? It's Bill. And Dustin is 27 years old, which I think we can all agree is pretty darn young. We wanted to pair Bill with someone, and Louisa Kroll, who edits The Rich List, thought of Dustin because she chatted with him in the past and knew that he was starting to think about philanthropy and had just signed the Gates Pledge.
He signed the Giving Pledge.
Right, which was a big deal for Bill Gates.
Which is a promise to give away
half of your wealth in your lifetime. You know, just at least put it in a foundation.
Right.
He's a long lifetime ahead.
Yeah.
And Dustin signed the pledge.
Yes.
Which is kind of amazing when you think about
when you're 27.
When you're 27.
Right. Yeah, and he left Facebook a few years ago to start Asana, and already had kind of decided that he wanted to give his money away. And it was really fascinating in chatting with him kind of before the interview and then during the interview. You really get the sense that he does not feel like this money is his. He feels like he kind of has it to do something good with it for the public.
He's so young, you'd think that he'd be spending it on jets or
right.
You know, that kind of
boats.
Right, go have
big
boats,
houses.
Big boats.
Well, during the
Palo Alto.
interview, he said something along the lines of, I don't want to change my lifestyle all that much. And Bill roughly said, well, good luck with that.
But he hasn't so far.
But in fact, he hasn't had time to create a lifestyle, right? He went from, I think this comes up in your interview, that he goes from living in a dorm room to having like billions of dollars without any in-between.
But I'm sure he had many people knocking on his door saying, here, let me show you how to change your lifestyle. I can help you. I'll take a small fee and make you very happy.
He makes the point where he talks about how he has to make a decision of what kind of lifestyle to lead, which is a sort of different thing than someone who's built a business over time, or even in Gates's case, where Gates's parents were well off, but he didn't come out. When he started Microsoft, it wasn't instant billionaire right away. It took some time to grow the business, and and Dustin, it was like an overnight thing.
And Dustin, when I chatted with him, was like, I live very modestly. I drive my bike to work, and I'm sort of, I'm a cynical journalist, so I'm kind of like, I bet you, you've done something.
And flies coach.
And then on the flight back to Seattle, I go up to the gate, and there's Dustin waiting for our flight home.
Really?
Sits 2 rows down from me in economy. I mean, you could at least buy a first-class ticket, right? You got to.
He didn't buy a first-class ticket.
No.
Are you serious?
And I went up to him and I said, Dustin, what are you doing here? And he said, what do you mean, what am I doing here?
Like, shouldn't you be sitting up there?
I said, well, you don't have to fly commercial, Dustin. And he said, well, but, we were on Virgin America. And he said, Virgin America is, like, better than any first class anywhere. And I was like, again, you do not have to fly commercial.
Right.
Like, this flight could be delayed 5 hours.
Right.
Unless you have to go through security, TSA, who would want to torture themselves and nobody not to?
Yeah, that hassle of, all of us pretty much loathe flying.